back to Skippers, presented by Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, Monday Mailbag. Avery, Jared, Drew, once again, T-Mac. Before we get going, sign up for the Owner's Box Salary Cap contest with code what, Jeremy?
Skippers 5.
Free entry.
Free
Make some money. Might as well do it, right?
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe, join the Cord. If you cannot get into the Discord, put a comment down there. We'll put it in there for you. T-Mac, right into the questions.
You've got mail.
All right, first question. Who quietly had a great first half and isn't getting talked about enough?
Love this question. Great question. Came from the Discord. I pretty much just looked at leaders, saw and looked for whoever kind of surprised me. No one really came to mind, but I was like, someone's going to come to mind. I had Jesus Aguilar.
There we go.
I said it right. 71 RBIs, quietly having a great year. Fifth most in the MLB right now. He's in 263. He should get traded at the deadline as well, so he'll go to a contender. I mean, a big power bat who's hitting like 263, 270 is pretty normal, and like that's pretty good for a big man.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
71 RBIs, 17 home runs. So
there's a lot of guys like Adam Duvall on that team too.
Yeah.
Garrett Cooper, kind of all. They're not similar profiles. Duvall Cooper,
does have, I think,
ton of RBIs too.
Ton of RBIs, just hitting like 220 though. But
well, we needed him bad.
Yes,
good pickup for us.
Yes, but he was my surprise. I don't think that there's been a lot of talk. He was a waiver wire guy to start the year.
He was, yeah.
So that's my guy.
Drew,
my guy is a homer pick. I'm not talking some guy that was on your waiver wire to start the year. I'm talking one of the best players that never gets talked about enough, and that's Trey Turner of the Washington Nationals. Dark horse candidate for NL MVP, but you never hear anybody talking about him.
It's true. I actually said this as we were having post-game beers after a big win. You'll hear about that later. I said Trey Turner is a first-round pick, but he never. It's kind of like Trevor's story too. Just never gets talked about.
Yeah. We had Bubba come on. He did say it. You know, Bubba did say that he likes Turner better than Tatis before the year, but
I don't know if that turned out to be correct, but it's close enough.
It's definitely close.
Yeah.
Trey Turner's been playing outstanding.
Turner's only been worse than Vlad and Tatis.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go Salvador Perez.
Yeah.
20 homers, 50 RBIs, 280 in the first half. He's up to 24 homers, 70 RBIs now, I think. Something crazy like that. One of the best catchers who, I don't know if it's Kansas City. I don't know if it's the team not being that good this year, but I don't know why we don't talk about him being the best fantasy catcher. I think we talked about Real Muto, the fact that he can steal bases, but he really hasn't stolen bases this year. I don't know how old Salvador Perez is, but I think he has been so fucking good and just hasn't been talked about at all.
Yeah.
No, especially at the catcher position, like having a consistent guy like him, like he's definitely.
I think he's only not played one game, maybe.
He does play a lot.
I think he might have played every single game in the first half, which is something for obviously the catcher position. You're like, oh, they'll have some days off. Salvador Perez, no days off.
Very true, and he wasn't even going that early in drafts. Like he had that huge injury, like, and coming back, no one really knew what to expect, and people aren't really. You're right though. People aren't really talking about how good he's been.
Consistent.
Definitely the year of the bounce back for the older catchers: Buster Posey, Salvador Perez, Yadi Molina.
I think we kind of thought that was going to happen too. It was just last year. They're in such a routine. When you get older, you know what's going to happen during the year, and if you can't do that, it's just you're going to get thrown off, and it's going to be like, oh, what are we doing here? So that's going to be tough. T-Mac, who is your favorite player?
What are your thoughts on the White Sox?
Not a baseball guy.
Eloy back, Luis Robert back, or coming back soon. Are they buyers? Well, I think they're buyers, but
yeah,
definitely
for sure they're buyers. It's not.
But what do you think that they go after?
Definitely second base.
Yeah.
No, Nick Madrigal is going to come back before the end. I think they'll be fine.
They can upgrade there. I mean, that's how good the lineup is. That's the one weak spot.
I don't think they're moving. They're not crazy. They don't have crazy good prospects, I don't think. All their prospects have kind of come up now, right? So they don't
probably use a bullpen arm.
I mean, they're probably going to move Kopech and Cease to the bullpen, and they maybe could pick up a starter.
Yeah.
One of the two, whatever they decide to do.
Kopech is going to just stay in the bullpen, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
they're bringing these guys back. Like, I thought Eloy might have a chance to not be back this season. I think if they're going to have both these guys back, I'm sure they think they're a World Series contender, and they need.
They're kind of a World Series contender just as it is.
They're not. I don't think they are right now without a pitcher, without a starter.
That's
their rotation. If anything, it would be the lineup without those two. That rotation, like they have three Like,
Giolito, Rodon, and Lynn.
yeah.
I don't know what
And
I'm
then
getting out
Cease.
of Giolito each and every
He's been
night.
good recently. He's starting to
Dallas
figure it
kind
out,
of sucks though.
which is fine. You don't.
Yeah, who
really,
cares
yeah,
about him?
Dallas.
You don't really run 5 during a
Playoffs.
playoff series, right? You run 4, and sometimes you run a bullpen game, which is I don't know. I think that's the dumbest thing ever
The
in
bullpen game?
playoffs. Yeah,
Running a bullpen game?
Just a full bullpen game in the playoffs. I would love to know if it works more than it doesn't work, but it just, to me, the thought of it just seems
I
wrong.
mean, the Rays made the World Series like that. So.
Yeah,
the
that's
Rays are
why
so
I
weird.
think I just hate the thought of it for some
What do you
reason.
think of though? If you like personally, if you know that hey, this is what we're asking for two innings of you, you get pretty high intensity and
Yeah,
you're
that's
really
true.
locked in for those
Yeah.
2 innings, right?
Oh yeah, I bet the bullpen guys love those games.
Yeah.
Pitching early, like, and it's not crazy. It's not mix and match more than you would when the starters panic through 4 and you're like, oh shit, we need to still cover this whole game.
Yeah.
It's better to know. I didn't see it that way. I like that though. Next question, T-Mac.
Trade deadline coming up. Nelson Cruz outlook now with the Rays, and then as well Frazier's outlook with the Padres.
You love Nelson Cruz.
I think Nelson Cruz, man, he hits for average every year and a power bat. Like, it's definition of what, like, just an efficient, like, power guy who hits for average is like definition of what the Rays would go after. And they don't usually make splashes like this at the deadline. So obviously they saw an opportunity to pick up a guy who could make an impact right away in this lineup, and he has 2 home runs in 3 games. He obviously is just going to be designated hitter. He fits perfect with that, like that lineup. Like, he just slides right in there at the
I'd like to
4
see his
slot or
career
3 slot.
splits at Tropicana though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's not a hitter's park, and I feel like batters just get repressed value there. For
they
sure.
can't. It's the batter's eye. It's something. It's the white background. Obviously, Willie Adames has said it. He's obviously sharing the thoughts of multiple other people too. Like there's no way just one person says
just
they
need a
don't
new
like
stadium.
seeing there.
They just definitely need a new stadium.
Oh, that's a whole nother topic.
Or move to Montreal. But
yeah, that's a good. The Devil Expos. Have you seen that?
yeah, half the season in Montreal, half the season in
I
Tampa.
did. They were going to do that, right?
I mean,
The
MLB
most
shut it down.
ridiculous thing of all time.
the
It would be
stupidest
dumb,
thing
yeah.
ever.
I gotta back it. You don't start the year in Tampa when it's cold and then move to Montreal in the summer.
Yeah, but what about the players? They're like,
Yeah.
they're thinking, why? What a joke of a franchise. Why would I ever play here?
No,
Yes.
Tommy Pham hated playing for them.
Really?
Yeah, like he was literally like, this is such.
Tommy Pham is also just a bad person.
He is like he was chirping them. I forget why he was actually mad. I think it was because no one would show up to watch the games. It's like, dude, like you get paid to play.
I'm pretty sure the stadium's like way far away from
Yeah.
anything too. Like there's no public transit to get to the stadium, so it's just impossible.
It's in
for
St.
people.
Petersburg. It's not even in Tampa.
The guys would, if they played a split season in those 2 locations, the players would just be campaigning for whatever one they liked better. That's what they do for the duration of the year or the off season. They'd be like, why are we doing this? I'd rather play.
That's like playing the NFL, like having an NFL team in London.
Yeah, if you played half your season in London,
Jaguars.
imagine that.
Yeah.
Jaguars
Yeah.
in Jacksonville and London.
Ridiculous.
That would be weird.
It was a hilarious proposal. Like I am fine with the thought of it, but no one should have to go through with that.
They're like, we
No,
want to relocate, but we don't.
Yeah, exactly. What was the question here?
It was about Cruz's
Cruz.
outlook.
okay.
But
Nelson
you gotta
Cruz.
think that the Rays front office has like looked at that, the splits and whatever. They're pretty.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
pretty
You
smart.
take a
They know
chance
what
on a
they're
guy like
doing.
Nelson Cruz no
Yeah,
matter what.
for sure.
And then Adam Frazier gets traded to the Padres
Kinda
from the
shocked
Pirates.
me.
Not gonna lie, I was off my phone yesterday and just missed this completely.
It happened. It was late too. It was after, but it just means less at bats for Tommy Pham, Will Myers, and Eric Hosmer. I think.
Yeah, most hits in the
Yeah.
MLB sliding into that Padres lineup is very dangerous.
Yeah,
so
he's gonna go
Cronenworth
off.
plays second. Where is he going to get his playing time at?
Cronenworth is like a Swiss Army knife. He'll play wherever.
So is Adam Frazier though too.
Yeah.
I think
I think they'll put Frazier in the outfield.
probably.
that's fine. It works for me.
And Will
That's
Myers
a good
can move to
lineup.
third
It's a
and-
really
Will
good
Will
lineup.
Myers isn't going to play.
Yeah,
very
Will Myers
much.
might not play.
Oh, what happened?
Well,
He's
you have
just not
Manny
been good.
Machado playing third.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just gonna
Tatis.
sit on the bench?
Well, you
That's so
have
dangerous.
Grisham at center, yeah, and then you have Frazier right or left, and then you have
Either
who am I
Tommy
missing? Tommy
Pham.
Pham, yeah.
Oh my!
I think I would
gosh.
have Tommy Pham over Will Myers. any
Yeah,
day.
I'd probably for that
Tatis.
speed. Well, that's a fast lineup now.
Who's at first?
Eric Hosmer
Yeah, holy crap! They're gonna have like
and
10 good
CNL.
batters.
There's no DH.
yeah,
So Will Myers is the new Gritchick of the
pretty
NL.
much.
Maybe they make a trade. Maybe someone goes after one of their outfielders.
Who wants Will Myers though? You've
Everybody.
you've only decreased his value all season, and you're like, hey, like let's try and get Max Scherzer. You can have Will Myers, and the Nationals are like, no thanks. Like I'll take some.
I bet you the Braves.
I'll
would
take
rather
Mackenzie
have-
Gore instead.
I bet you the Braves would rather have Will Myers than Jock Peterson though, if they'd known they could get him.
Maybe those seem like very similar players right now at this point in their careers.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Who?
Jock and Will Myers.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not doing it for me at this point, right? No batting gloves though.
Yeah,
All right.
no
Speaking
Bengals.
of trades, who do you guys think is next on the move?
I think based off the Rays getting Cruz, someone in that division is now going to go after a bat. And I think Rizzo is like perfect for the Red Sox and Yankees need a first baseman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think Anthony Rizzo is going to one of those teams if he's getting
Good one.
dealt.
And he fits in both those teams so well too.
I think Max Scherzer goes to the Tampa Bay Rays
Oh.
That's insane.
for Vidal Brujan.
Oh.
So, but they would have to take on Scherzer's salary, right? Which they already had to shed someone to take on Cruz. They had to like give up. So I don't know if they can even afford him.
What about Kimbrel to the Jays?
I think that might happen too. I don't hate that at all.
Back shout out to a couple weeks ago, maybe Trevor Story to the Oakland Athletics.
Did hear about that.
I think some teams have been trying to target Trevor Story as a center fielder.
Really?
I've heard like 3 or 4 teams I
Has
read.
he ever started there?
No, but if you're athletic enough to play shortstop, you're athletic enough to play center
Yeah.
center
Ian
field.
Well, you
didn't
think
the
they would
Rockies
play
get Ian
right.
Desmond to play the outfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not something you can just freaking teach someone in a week.
Yeah.
I don't
God.
think it's.
If anything, you're putting them in right than center.
Yeah, you're gonna shift someone that actually plays outfield to center.
I don't know. I feel like you
Center
get.
would be your
I
best
feel,
outfielder.
I feel like left and right, you get more of those balls that go towards the line.
Center
more
has
that
to be your
they
best
die.
outfielder.
That's just chasing the ball. though.
Shortstop
Center
is the
field
best. Is basically the best athlete on the field.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shortstop
but-
and center
Like
field.
Center
if I
field,
told
then
you if I
shortstop.
told you Fernando Tatis was going to play center field for the Padres, do you think he'd look out of place?
Yes.
No.
He's never played
No
outfield.
way, dude.
Trent Grisham is a way better option than Tatis.
I said out of
No,
place.
that doesn't matter.
I
It
know,
doesn't
but
matter.
we're talking about Story taking over the center field position for a contender. There's no chance in hell. that
Yeah, they put him in
happens.
right first, at least for a couple.
No,
picks.
no, they put him in center.
I'll pay you $25 if that actually happens.
Sure.
Specific
And
amount
then
of
you
money.
owe me $10
No.
if that doesn't happen. If he gets traded.
No, I'm
That is
saying
insane. I couldn't
These
believe
are two
it.
different arguments. I'm saying what I read was people said they were targeting him as a center fielder, and I think he would be fine to play center field. Obviously, he's a great
I don't
shortstop.
think he'd be
I'm not
fine.
saying, oh, you need to trade
Yes,
for
he
him.
would,
He's a
He's
way.
played shortstop his entire life.
Jeremy,
Doesn't mean
you
he's
can.
not shagging
That
fly
doesn't mean they're
balls.
like, we want you to be our center fielder
We need
for
to do
What do you
Yeah,
playoffs.
think
that's
is so
right.
wrong here?
Because there's
just because
there's
you
3
can't
other
play
infield
shortstop,
positions. There's 3 other infield positions,
And
but
maybe
let's put
they're-
him center field. That makes no sense.
I'm not saying it has to make
completely
sense.
You were
Yeah.
talking about shortstop like it isn't the guys who play shortstop aren't the most versatile players
Yeah.
on the ball
I
field.
know,
center
but
field
the
is the most
point-
versatile
yeah.
player for sure.
No, not
No,
true.
it's
Center fielders,
shortstop.
center fielders
Shortstop and
can't
center
play
field
infield.
is not like
Infielders
not
can
even
play
close to the
outfield.
same
I don't
position.
think outfielders
I'm not
can.
saying they're the same position, but the guy who
You're
plays
right.
shortstop is a versatile athlete that
Yeah.
100% growing up in like
I do
high school,
agree.
blah blah, played center field.
No,
That's
I
not-
do
That's
agree
not asking
that-
Jesus Aguilar to play center field. This is asking probably the best athlete on that team.
Okay, so the point is like you're gonna put him at not just the outfield, but the top, like the most important position in the outfield.
Is Fernando Tatis though a Gold Glove shortstop?
No, he makes the most errors in the MLB.
Yeah.
I think
So-
he's there. I think shortstop is a lot of like the best player on the team is the shortstop
No.
thing these days.
No.
These days.
No, I
guys
do
coming
agree.
out,
The
these guys-
shortstop is your
Yeah, guys
best
coming up are
defender,
like, if I'm the best
but-
player, I'm play shortstop, even if they're not the
Yeah.
best defender.
It's not always.
When
It
you-
doesn't always correlate with being a good center fielder. It's
True,
just
we didn't
not
say he had to
always.
be.
No, I'm
we also
saying-
didn't say he had
Just
to
because
be.
you're
Yeah.
athletic doesn't mean you're a good center fielder.
I'm saying
No,
the
but
guy
you have
that's the
the-
best batter says I'm the shortstop and plays no matter what. Kind of
Maybe when
situation.
When we were young,
playing-
when we were playing daddy ball,
Yeah.
but not when you're in
this
the
isn't
major
minor.
leagues.
This
yeah.
isn't minor
Then
baseball.
why don't they shift Tatis to third base? And
Because Manny Machado plays third base.
he played shortstop before.
I mean,
Yeah, he did.
sure, Manny Machado's getting older. I don't think Manny Machado cares to play shortstop anymore.
Yeah.
When he was in Baltimore, he for sure wanted to play shortstop
he
more than he
did.
wanted to play
He did.
third base. But now he's like, okay, I got my butt fuck $1 million. I'm like, I'm good to just play third. That's why I'm surprised he didn't go to a AL team where he's just like, hey, I'm good to play the field. Like, I know I'm good at this, but I'd rather just DH.
Yes.
But I think that's crazy. You thinking Trevor Story just couldn't play center field
No,
today?
I just think there's a 0% chance a contender just puts him in center field.
Sure. But
Like-
the argument we had was you thinking Trevor Story couldn't do it.
I think he could play center field, but I wouldn't want him to when he's been a shortstop his entire life.
Sure, and I also don't disagree with that, but I think he could
It's
he
not
could
like-
go into a major league center field and be very good.
It's not
Yeah.
like Trevor Story's the best defender at shortstop.
I
though.
can't like confidently say that he'd be really good at center field.
No.
I've never
They
seen him
put
take fly
Eloy-
balls.
They
I
put
think you're a little
Eloy in left
overconfident.
field
Yes,
in the
yeah.
major leagues.
But center field isn't left field.
Yeah, center field's the best defensive
It doesn't-
field position.
I mean,
for sure.
It makes it.
Sure.
It's a big difference. People can play left,
Put
but
it in the
people cannot
comments.
play center.
I don't.
I just think
Yes.
Jeremy and I are right on
Yes,
this
you
one, Abe.
hide people in left. You
Yes.
don't hide people in center. You can't.
Yeah.
but Trevor Story isn't the guy you would hide defensively.
We don't know
don't
that.
know.
How do you know that?
because he played.
Because he plays
Because
Just
shortstop.
because he has
are
the
great
SS next to
because
his
he plays
name doesn't
shortstop.
mean he's an elite defender no matter what.
Okay,
means he's an
above
elite
average sprint
athlete.
speed.
Yeah.
which you need. I bet he's above average jump too on plays. Like, it translates
We
easily.
need to look at his player profiler, see what he ran at the combine.
Yeah, the
Just kidding.
draft, his pro day. I think it's a no-brainer that he could play center field, no problem.
Agreed.
We'll see. We'll see
No.
what they say, but I would say no.
All right, moving on. Is Bellinger worth going after as a buy low?
I got no on this one. I think you wait until the 2022 drafts when his ADP is
Yeah.
like 4th round, and that's when you get
Yeah.
Bellinger. Right
It'd
now,
be nice if you could trust him not getting hurt too, but fuck, it seems like he's hurt every week.
He's definitely smoking a different strand of weed than he has the past couple of years. I mean, you guys both said no, so I try and make myself say yes, but I don't think I can make myself say yes on this either. He's just as bad as Keston Hiura this year.
I told all three of you, I said, I might drop Cody Bellinger, make me an offer.
Yeah. And you still haven't dropped him. I was waiting to pick him
Yeah,
up.
I took away all my leverage because I don't even want him. My team stinks.
So
I'll send you an offer after this.
It's so
I don't know,
odd.
man. Like
Would you rather have Mark Canna or Cody Bellinger?
probably Mark Canna.
Cody Bellinger.
I don't
I
know.
would take Mark Canna over Bellinger. Right
You
now.
just
That's what
gotta-
I was going to
you just-
offer T-Mac, but I don't know if I would offer.
You just got to think about upside.
Upside,
right?
but we're
If
getting
he starts to
close.
figure it out, say he has, so we have August and September left, a little bit of July, 10 days left? What day is it today? Doesn't matter.
July 26th.
Okay.
August
So,
long weekend coming up.
yeah, so not that much time left.
Mm-hmm.
2 months. If he hits 10 home runs, 30 RBIs, that's the max value you're probably getting from Bellinger rest of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
270 if we're lucky, maybe. That's his best case scenario, and I don't think we're getting close to
Yeah.
that, right? But Mark Canna, what are we getting with him?
Lots of runs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's been
Lots
solid
of-
all year.
Lots of runs.
Yeah, it's like I don't think we can hope for the best case scenario with Cody Bellinger anymore
Yeah.
this season. And that lineup hasn't actually been that good recently either.
Mookie Betts hits a lot.
He has
Hurt.
random injuries
Yeah.
again. It's been tough for
Chris
us,
Taylor's probably been their best batter on the year.
which is crazy. Yeah,
Speaking of injuries, Aaron Judge.
we do need to talk about this.
Yeah, we forgot.
Does the COVID IL count as the IL?
So I said he has to be injured, and then you countered with he has to hit the injured
Well,
list,
when we meant-
which is what was agreed upon. So technically speaking, right away he doesn't get injured,
But he
right?
can go on the 10-day IL.
Well, the argument
was-
was right. You were making your point, saying that he gets injured all the time.
But now,
that's how it started.
yeah, his immune system is injured now. Yes, it is, right?
There needs to be an official vote. We should put in like the
no,
YouTube
now
community.
it's-
The YouTube community.
Now it's wrong
Yeah, we
because
can
it's
put a poll.
skewed. No, I'm not going
Well, it's
to
not
allow that
skewed.
to happen.
No.
It is totally skewed. Everyone wants to see me. Yeah, there's like, no, let's let Avery keep his hair. I don't want to see him shave his
These
hair.
are
That's
not-
not going to happen from
These are-
anyone.
these are-
Everyone's going to say yes. So
These
that
are
cannot.
non-biased votes.
No,
right?
they're all biased.
we can put a poll up on Skippers.
They're all biased.
We'll
We're
put the
gonna-
poll up on YouTube. We can do
No,
that.
the people who watch this are.
No polls allowed.
You're an asshole.
Should Avery have to shave his head?
What do
You're
you
an
mean?
asshole.
What do you mean?
Fucker. He definitely is on the injured list right now.
COVID.
I put him on
Does
the.
say IL. That's
I
all
put
that
him on
matters.
the
I know, it
injured
does
list
say
for
IL.
my fantasy baseball team. So,
Did you put? Okay.
so
Cop out.
We'll have a little chat, little vote.
we'll need to have a chat for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
We're not having a vote with the people watching. Right
Maybe
now.
we'll send a video of like 3 non-biased judges that come in, like Chris in the office, Chris Peters.
No, we can. Chris Roach needs to be one of them.
Chris Roach.
Chris, JB, and Devin. And
No, because they all know. They all know. Devin,
No, like you don't even tell them about the bet. They can't know about the bet.
JB knows. He watches.
Okay, so then we
Devin
can't use
definitely
JB.
doesn't watch.
Well, we got Brent then.
Brent,
Simon.
no, because he'll know.
Okay.
He'll know. He'll sniff that one out.
Anyways,
He's a cop.
next question, T-Mac.
Should we be trying to sell John Means?
Hey, someone did say it when he was injured.
You can't get anything for him.
Yeah.
True. He said trying to sell.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
He's
try
only
and sell.
started 3 games
Yeah.
since May.
I wouldn't try and sell. Like he had like subpar starts. Like what?
I'd agree.
No one's taking him.
No
so
one. You're not
unless-
getting good value. So
Yeah.
he's like, but he's asking to try and sell. Maybe
I'd
he's
go
thinking-
try and get him
You
because
won't
like
get
the
enough
upside's there.
for him at this point.
No,
You won't get enough.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So I said I would be trying to sell, but I doubt you'd be able to sell. Those are two different things. Also.
Yes, yeah.
right?
Trading
for
pitchers
sure,
is such
for
a
sure.
weird game.
Pitchers just became so bad after
Yeah.
the.
I do feel like even playing on owner's box, like you get to because then you get a little bit of piece of all the pitchers, but they seem like the consistency has been way off.
It's been tough to know which pitchers are good and which pitchers aren't.
Yes,
which
for
is
sure.
impossible for us to
Yeah,
play
like
fantasy
Gosman
baseball.
just had a terrible start against the Pirates.
That'll happen, but he hasn't been that great since the break. I don't think.
Batters are so
No.
much more predictive than pitchers.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it wasn't. You were starting to have a tough time filling your like outfield slots at the start of the year. Now it seems like a lot of people that are playing well.
Yes.
T-Mac.
Last question. Maybe my new favorite name in baseball. Touki Toussaint. Is Touki Toussaint for real?
Oh yeah.
I like him.
I said no.
What?
I think that the reason why I like him so much is like his 2 starts he's gone like deep into games, which is
One of the best
Which is
curveballs in
impressive.
baseball. There's a story I did meet him in a bathroom in Atlanta, Lake Point, that baseball facility. He's the biggest human I've ever seen.
Did you say hi?
No, I'm not gonna say hi.
Say hi, Touki.
You can't miss a guy like that.
What was going through your head when he came in?
No, I was going in. He was going out.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Fuck, dude, that guy's huge."
But you didn't really know like
So you
how
didn't
big
know-
I
of a
knew who he
prospect
was.
he was.
Yeah, because he was
Oh,
2
okay.
years older than me. So I knew he was like one of the top pitchers in the class. I knew who he was.
We've been waiting for this breakout though for like 3 years.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
true.
He did pitch it a pretty good amount last year.
We look at his heat map on pitches, though. There's a lot of misses over the heart of the plate right now. So I think maybe that'll come back to bite him. Kyle Muller, too, though. Those are 2 very similar pitchers who we were excited about in the Braves organization who have disappointed for years. And if they can pull them together, they might make a run at this.
Yeah,
Get in the playoffs.
I definitely want Tukey on all my rosters. He's a waiver wire guy. That
Yeah, I would
It's
definitely
like-
go pick him up if he's fit.
Oh, yeah.
in the
Wait.
league.
Putting him on my roster and thinking he's the real deal.
yeah, I know.
Also,
two
I think are
different-
opposites,
yes,
too.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So what's the real deal? Becoming like a 200 inning starter? Like
No,
starter
like-
strikeouts?
It is a small set.
Like a
Like, I
top-
understand where Avery's coming from.
Like a top
It's-
75 pitcher, top.
You don't think he'll be a top 75 pitcher?
Probably
Next
not. Probably not.
It's tough to tell now. He's only had
Yeah.
2 starts.
That's
but-
I guess what I'm saying. Is he gonna have 200 innings, 200 strikeouts next year?
No. 200 innings is hard to get to. Not many people are going to do that.
Yeah.
Hasn't gone. But
Bonus question before we get to the big segment. If you were Yermin Mercedes, would you come back and play baseball, or would you, after that post, you'd be like, no,
He's
can't
playing.
do it?
He's playing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But if it was you,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I don't really get angry
know
like
the
that.
full story of what happened there.
He got a little
but-
hot.
Classic Tony La Russa not knowing how to handle Mercedes, eh?
You know, like when
big
people take like
DUI
those,
guy.
you know,
Yeah.
like those like classes that people attend. They're like,
Anger management.
no, not anger management, but they're like management
Alcoholics
classes where they
Anonymous?
teach you stuff on how to manage players, stuff like that.
What
like
is
every
that
business has like workshops.
Do we have that?
Tony La Russa, yeah, we did have that. Our management team. Tony La
he-
Russa needs that. It's literally for him.
Yeah.
So he should be attending. a
Yermin
couple of those.
Mercedes has to be a guy, though. I can almost understand his frustration because he's 20, like he's like 28 years old, right? And he's back in the minors. He probably just was like, God, I don't know if I want to play this
The
game.
first month
Yeah.
was the best year of his life when he hit like 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was talked about.
162 game season. Like if you get sent down in the minors, I can see how every day you're like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's a lot.
Grandal was
It's a lot.
hurt
Exactly.
too, right? And
Yep.
then he wasn't the one who gets called up.
Yeah.
Poor Yermin. We got anything
we
more?
haven't seen
Oh, we have a big important
Yes.
segment. Goats baseball.
Back playing baseball. The boys are back.
T-Mac does not like we're going to talk about this. Big win for the Goats against the Snipers.
Huge.
0-2 for me personally. Good swings though.
1 for 3.
Yeah,
Triple.
big triple from Jared. Boys were on a
Was it down the right field line?
left field line.
Left
He
field.
smoked it in the gap.
Wow.
Well, he didn't smoke it in the gap. The thing is, the field we play at, Georgetown Fairgrounds,
Yeah.
it has like yellow grass. It never gets water.
Rolled like
so
crazy.
if it hits the grass at anything over an 80 exit velo, it is rolling to the wall.
Yes.
And it's like 350 feet to the left field corner.
And the left field.
No,
This thing is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That place is
deep.
massive.
Yes. The left fielder was a little slow on his feet. So
The effort wasn't there from the
For
old
the
man.
listeners, too, these guys play in this league. They play in the diamond. Their home diamond does not have grass in the infield.
That's why it's so gritty.
it's such a gritty field.
What's in the
So, like, if Jer hit
Nothing.
that triple
All-
down the left
all
field
dirt.
line and it was on the ground the whole way, kind of a cop-out, not really a triple.
Oh, no, he smoked that thing.
It was like, it was just funny. The guy was
Search it
throwing
up,
maybe
Georgetown
60.
Fairgrounds on Google Maps. It is
Yes.
an ugly park, but that's where
Georgetown,
And-
Ontario.
it became
Follow
men.
us, right?
Georgetown Goats on Instagram.
Right? The boys.
What do you guys call the
Keep
level
track
you
of the
play
boys.
at?
Level senior. It's not good.
Yeah, like it's not
We've
like
played
it's
good
fun
baseball.
because it's like actually like people are trying. Like we're playing baseball. Like we're trying to win.
It's not
Like,
beer league.
No, it's not beer league. It's a little bit up beer league.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're still having beers after the game. Don't get me wrong. but,
Crank Light Loggers.
yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
All right.
All right, that's it.
No,
Great.
not it.
Oh shit.
But we need to get the hard hats on. and the
Yes,
vests
we
on.
got a roster today, boys.
Reconstruct. Let's go. Now we're back into it. Reconstructing a roster. Get his email from CJ. 12-team redraft money league. Yahoo points. Team started off really well. 11-1. Sick brag. 12-2. Past two matchups have been two last place teams. Lost to one. Barely beat the other by less than 10. Now he's losing to the sixth place team. No other options at shortstop, and his team hasn't been the same since he lost to Cunha and Glass. Now that makes sense. We're the same boat. He's in first place, but I don't think it'll continue at this current rate. What are some suggestions to get this team back on track? Also, the current better options at shortstop on the wire: Segura, Escobar, Defoe, Gregorius, Rojas, DeYoung, Iglesias, Lopez, VR, and Arcia, if I were to pick up one. Looking through his starting lineup: Sal Perez at the catcher, Vlad at first, Luis Arias at second, Gurriel at third base, Yuli Gurriel, Brandon Crawford at short, Andrew Vaughn, Brandon Nimmo, Franmil Reyes, Chris Bryant, Jaron Duran, JD Martinez, with Benintendi, Jazz Chisholm on the bench, Ketel Marte, Mondesi on the IL. Then we look at the pitchers. Patrick Sandoval, he probably had an awesome start from him this weekend, that's for sure.
Yep.
Adbert Alzolay, Nate Eovaldi, Framber Valdez, Sean Manaea, Shane McClanahan, Drew Smiley, Yu Darvish, Chris Flexen, Jose Urquidy. So, first of all, I can't believe this team's in first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
I mean, it's a 12 team.
Well, he said
It's
he
not
had,
like
he
the
said he had
injury.
Acuna, which is probably winning you a lot of weeks.
And Glass now.
yeah.
Glass out too.
Tell Marte's been injured for a while and Mondesi, so it kind of shocks me that he's been winning.
So,
And he's got Martinez, so he probably drafted pretty late, right?
Gurriel's probably a really good points guy, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
in a roto, I'd probably be moving him, but points, I'd probably keeping Yuli Gurriel.
Also Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad.
Yeah,
You
obviously he's a
drafted him
beast.
in like the fourth round here.
So we should address the shortstop. So,
I think one of these guys is going to come back this week.
So who do you drop and who do you pick up? I think you drop Benintendi.
Yeah, you need to drop Benintendi probably.
And
And he's-
then which one of these shortstops do you like best? I like Rojas
I think so too.
or Segura.
Just Rojas just got hurt though.
I think that's Miguel
Oh,
of the
is it?
Marlins. Yeah. Who's
Fuck.
been-
If it was Josh Rojas, I'd pick him
no,
up right away.
Josh only has
Second
second
base.
base and outfield.
Does Segura have second base? Because he kind of needs second base as well with Luis Arias. Also
Segura
hurt.
should have second base. I'm pretty sure he plays more second base
Yeah,
than shortstop.
that's-
Chisholm, and
Segura.
if Ketel comes back soon, he's
Yeah,
very
he's-
good. This
yes,
team's
yes.
really
His only second baseman are Ketel and Luis Arias. So.
Yes.
and Jazz Chisholm.
Oh yeah, Jazz has second base.
But Gregorius maybe as the other shortstop that I'd pick up for a little bit, try and get some power.
Yeah.
But a little bit.
Escobar's not bad in the points league, I don't think.
But then we look at these pitchers here.
Pitchers are kind of an issue. He needs an ace.
So his two reliever slots, he just has Sparps in there. So starting
Yeah.
pitchers as
so
relief
obviously
pitchers.
he punted
Saves, which is going fine for him.
Mm-hmm.
I've been punting saves pretty much all season, every league I've played in. I might need to address that next draft season, but I like punting saves. I don't know why. The ratios
It's
don't
been
get
inconsistent relievers.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of happy. These are some guys overperforming. I don't even know who you can move here to get better play. Like Yu Darvish is in there. Chris Flexen's been good.
I would go back to the batters and I'd move a guy
You'd
like
have to move a batter for
I'd
a pitcher.
move Chris Bryant for a pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah, I would also like to see where Chris Bryant gets traded, though.
Is he getting traded?
Chris Bryant? Oh, yeah, he's gone.
The problem is, though, if you move Chris Bryant, this guy's outfield is pretty weak,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right? You would have Vaughn,
JD Martinez though.
Reyes, and JD Martinez.
I don't mind that. And
Yeah.
Brandon Emo in a points league is top 5 in on base percentage.
Yeah, he's great on base percentage.
And Framil, yeah, stop rustling the papers. You know
Man,
you
we're
can
looking
hear it in the
everywhere.
mic,
We don't have
right?
the space you got
We
up
got,
there.
we got
Lay it out.
3 papers of this guy's lineup. So
I haven't given him good advice yet. I don't even know what to do with this team.
He's got to pick up someone to play second and short in the short term, and you got to pick up an ace for the playoffs.
I'm saying pick up Miguel
By
Rojas. It's my guy.
Okay.
For him to pick
Really?
up.
And I'd go
Yeah.
TD probably.
And drop Benintendi. I think it's a no. I think
I
everyone
think
agrees that-
Benintendi doesn't need to be on this
No,
team. Probably
doesn't need to be on this.
There's
team.
definitely better waiver guys than Benintendi
Probably.
for the outfield
Yes, for sure.
in a 12-teamer. And then it's just like so many pitchers who are just overperforming right now. Like you'd want to ride that, but I don't know. You also these guys have actually been kind of consistent too, though, even though they're overperforming. And finding consistent pitchers, like we said earlier today, has been the hardest thing to do so far this season.
Yeah, like his rotation is like all like really solid. Like there's not really any weak links other than Smiley. Like
I can't
Chris
pronounce his name, but the Cubs guy.
Oh,
Alzolay.
yeah.
He had a pretty good start the other day too.
Yeah, I would take-
he's the one person I wouldn't
My
love
number
on
one
this,
piece of
but I'm fine
advice
with it.
I would
be to
look
take-
for an ace, like
Yeah.
what Drew said.
Take one of these guys.
Obviously, that's the easiest
Okay, well,
No,
word of
like,
advice you
look
could
for
give
advice.
anyone. It's like, yeah, pick up a top 5 batter and then pick up a top
No.
12 pitcher.
No.
We never said pick up a batter though.
Okay.
We said trade a batter for a
Take
top 10
Chris
pitcher.
Bryant and whatever one of these pitchers has 2 hot starts in a row and combine them to get an ace.
Yep.
Like, who's an ace you'd go for?
Giolito.
Yeah, and the White Sox.
That's not bad. That's something you could do.
Yeah.
Lance Lynn, I don't think you're getting. Lance Lynn's
You
been
can
too
get
good.
Lance Lynn.
You think?
He hasn't been that good.
Okay.
He's been pretty good, but he hasn't been like
I keep coming back to it,
outstanding.
but Aaron Nola. I just love Aaron Nola the rest of the season.
Those are 3 options.
That's all we got for you.
Lynn, Nola, Giolito.
That's your pitcher. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time.